And that nigga did it how I always wanted to do it, and I'll never be able to do it like that.
Yes. It is I. End of the freaking year, bro. 2023. That guy next to me or whatever, we're gonna introduce him. He's the important guest here, whatever. But let me start this thing off right. So apparently there was a viral post of a woman that said if her boyfriend fiance cries as she walks down the aisle, she thinks he's crying because of some stuff he did in the midst of their relationship. Did you see this? Did you see this post?
I didn't see it, but okay, you can keep going.
Okay.
You got me caught in. So
okay, so apparently her whole take, which is hot take, apparently her whole take is the following: if you see me walking down the aisle and you crying, it's because you did some shady stuff in our relationship and you still surprised I'm here. What?
I mean, not because you're my soulmate, you're my one, you're my
right.
end, you're my beginning, you're my person I'm going to be around with for the rest of my life, to bear my children, to raise a family with, to live and die till the end of time. No, none of that.
No. Why would it be that? Why would that make sense? Why would that be a thing that makes sense? I'm realizing that in 2023 and probably going into 2024, doing regular human things doesn't make sense. Being in love doesn't make sense. Loving people doesn't make sense. No sense whatsoever. Not one bit of sense. Okay, it's about as much sense as having Orange Cassidy hold the title for 9 months and him never cutting a promo. Yeah.
Shout out the pockets.
Yeah. Out of nowhere. You didn't even see it coming. Okay, that was me out of nowhere. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Joe Freeland, aka I am the champ, aka Es un Taxico Jose. And you're watching the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast, bro. This is the year-end show. We've been doing this 8-9 seasons strong. We have guests on here. I want to introduce my brother, who I met on TikTok, the nonchalant king, the You Think So gentleman, the anime guru, the king of all blurs, and the master of it. Hold on, bro. I got to make sure we get your intro right. Ladies and gentlemen, Blurred Cartel.
Yeah, I mean, Blur Cartel is affiliate, the creator of the Blur Cartel, co-creator, excuse me. So I won't take it away from him. Hollywood Sensei, go follow him on TikTok. Yeah, I mean, Hollywood Sensei 215. Your amazing spider can't hit, aka the villain of Blur Cartel, aka put your mom in a figure 4 leg lock, all that good stuff. So follow the Friday Night Your podcast, and hopefully I get Toxic Joe and everybody that wants to join. Get on there and talk wrestling, but I decided to come on here. Hot Take Wrestling. Appreciate you having me on, sir.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be on CP time. I am on regular time. Like I'm down bad. Need an interview.
Hey, bro.
The white man dollars, hire me, sir. Please.
Look, bro. We all down. Listen, if you want like just some little color to spice up your little stuff, hire, Blur Cartel or Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. We're Hot Take Wrestling's for the children.
Okay? We're very colorful people,
Yeah.
Some song to your little what you got going on, but I'm here. I'm a guest. I took my shoes off.
Mm-hmm.
We're in your house.
He was invited.
Refrigerator, but I'm thirsty.
He is invited. Here we go, Blurred. Start this off right. Top 5 animes for you right now. Go.
Oh man, top 5 right now. JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. It's it's just carrying the year out, so you might as well just bear down, read it, watch it. I know anime Negroes don't like reading the manga, so that's fine. Just be a subtitle Negro and just keep going on. If you want to watch it in dub, that's on you. I'm not gonna judge you for your reading comprehension skills, but go ahead. Anime is for everybody. But number 2 is going to be Blue Eye Samurai is on Netflix.
That's a fire anime.
This is dubbed, but according to Google, it's not anime. Go figure.
What?
And according to Google, it is not considered an anime.
And why is that?
It's due to the way it's structured, the way it's drawn. So I don't know. It's not a webtoon. It's not manhwa. It's not Chinese. So I don't know. But other than that, it's still in my number 2. For that, number 3 is Hell's Paradise. It's Chef's Kiss. You know, you got your classic ninja, classic samurai blend in with monsters and all that good stuff. Solid, easy to follow, great choreography, great animation. It's just good shit. Number 4 is Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. I know it's not new anime, but it's Bleach coming back in the fold, just giving y'all some good quality episodes. So I mean, if you're a Bleach Negro, go watch it. Other than that, I'm gonna give it to, even though it had 2 episodes, we gotta give it to AOT, the last of the last season, the wrap up of the wrap up. I know people were mad at it. It didn't follow the manga. Relax, not everything is gonna follow the manga, but it's the wrap up to a show we've been watching since probably 2012, 2013.
Yeah,
and you gotta give it by a handicap of some sort.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, sorry, Spy Family Negroes that couldn't make the list. Sorry, a bunch of other stuff that couldn't make the list. But those are my top 5. Those are what I got asked. I answered the questions. I'm in his house. Don't judge me. Don't be that guy.
Number one, the fact that he gave us those actual animes for us to watch in the first place. You need to be grateful, okay? Because most people will hide animes and keep them to themselves the whole time and not give them away. You need to be grateful, okay?
No, I'm not hiding nothing. Go watch all these things, especially Blue Eye Samurai. It's on Netflix, so you can steal a Netflix account from somebody. But you know, I'm not a Crunchyroll Negro. I'm gonna watch it for free. So I'm watching it for.
Right. No, I'm definitely a Funimation Crunchyroll person. Definitely download it. First off, I think that's the same. I have this debate all the time. Is Avatar: The Last Airbender an anime?
No, because if that's the anime, then Boondocks is the anime.
So no, it's not an anime.
It's not. So it's a very nice cartoon. Give it, put in the criteria with Samurai Jack. Put in the criteria with Boondocks. Put in the criteria with Teen Titans. It's just like it's up there with the upper echelon of cartoons. Like, give cartoons their credit. Like,
I want to, but the art just feels very anime-ish. I'm not saying it is anime, but I'm saying it feels very anime-ish.
Nickelodeon spend money this time. I'm sorry, Nickelodeon couldn't spend money on Ren and Stimpy, Rocco's Modern Life, Ass Told by Ginger, like a bunch of stuff that they did do. Doug, you know, the quality of animation was not it when they was doing stuff. This time, we're going to spend money on this and get good voice actors and give you a good story. And just like, it was a breath of fresh air for the cartoon watchers. And you haven't had that since forever. So I understand putting in the upper echelon of it, but you had Samurai Jack. You had Code Name Kids Next Door.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You had Teen Titans. You had Courage, Powerpuff Girls, stuff like that. You just push the envelope on certain things. But yeah, you know what I mean? If you want to count it as that, sure. I can easily see Avatar as has been depicted of a live action ain't fucking up and getting another live action to make up for the live action. Yeah, might as well put it in the anime realm. It's fine.
I feel like it's got an arc, so therefore, since it has an arc, that it easily is just a freaking anime. Like I really feel like it's. I feel like the way that it's set up to tell the story of what it actually is, it's a freaking anime. That's how I feel about it. That doesn't make it right.
You know, and it has what a cartoon doesn't normally have: pacing.
Exactly.
So once you get something that you don't normally get from a Scooby-Doo, from a Courage, from everything is just an episodic. This is it. This is a one shot. Boom. This is a one shot. Boom. Because we didn't have an episodic cartoon since Batman in '93.
Oh my God!
That was episodic. X-Men '93 episodic. Spider-Man episodic. You had to follow each episode to figure out what's going on in the end result. We haven't had that. which is going to give you these one-shot episodes like, oh, we needed this jawbreaker money for this from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. We just going to beat up Mojo Jojo's ass in Powerpuff Girls. And then it was just peaked. It just peaked up there. But Avatar gave you episodic episodes. You had to watch each episode for character development, which most cartoons don't give you.
I genuinely feel like that's one of the things that like separates the cartoons of old to what we actually have now. Because honestly, like watching my kids' cartoons, I'm like, I don't like this.
Is there for the flavor of the moment? Because we're in the era when we had to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning
exactly
to watch our cartoons.
Exactly.
And if you miss out, you miss out.
It was a faith thing. Like it was one of those things where you had to faithfully do it. Like it wasn't one of those things where you can go on and be like, I'll be all right, I'm just gonna do this. No. You had to go on faith. Like it was one of those. Watching cartoons as a child was an actual job. Like you had to be able to wake up, have your cereal in the big giant bowl, not the regular bowl. If you was a regular bowl, and to me, you don't care about cereal. You don't even know what cereal tastes like. And then you had to have the big spoon, big stupid spoon. You know why you had to have the big spoon? You're gonna be there for a couple hours, catching up with your cartoons in the first place.
But it's also the timing of the matter. Mm-hmm. So you had to get the spoon, the bowl, the cereal, the milk ready, the order ready for the milk to not sagrify. I know it's not a word, but it's going to sagrify the cereal. So you got to get in that pocket. So I'm like from 8 to 8:30, I'm gonna eat this cereal and watch this cartoon, and I'll be hype and charged for the next 4 hours until MASH comes on. And it's time for me to go outside. I'm just saying that's how it went. You had to set it up. You had to set up that pocket very good.
Not MASH.
When MASH came on, it was time to go outside. I know none of you 2000 babies know anything about that. I'm just letting you know. When MASH came on, it was time to hit the block.
First off, MASH was a thing. MASH was a thing. You understand?
MASH was top ass.
MASH was look. You knew MASH was two things: when you was up too late and when it was time to go outside. Those are the two reasons why you watch MASH in the first place. All right, let's get into some wrestling, shall we? Let's get into some freaking wrestling. All right, here we go. So this year for 2023, I would say is probably one of the best years for wrestling fans because we got something called variety. For 2023, and for what we had this year for wrestling wise or whatever, give me your top 3 things that happened in wrestling in 2023.
Okay, so without being a complete mark, I'm gonna exclude CM Punk coming at WWE. I'm pretty sure it's gonna take everybody's list.
No, you can do that.
Oh well, I mean that's top of the list. It's just like CM Punk comes home at the AEW fumbles the bag because Tony Khan said, I was scared for my life. Okay, cool. Whatever you want to say. Fine. And then the NDAs are for life, and then Jericho didn't sign an NDA and whatever. Jericho just want to be different. Cool, whatever. That's on you. But I'm going to go Punk because it was for War Games, it was a bunch of things going on. The return of Randy Orton. Mm-hmm. A great match in War Games. I don't think they fumbled the bag in any War Games match left. No. And that previous, and even the women can carry their own War Games match, which is phenomenal for them. But CM Punk coming out in Chicago, just like Seth Rollins going ballistic, and just the hatred for that man, I think one of the best things to happen. Number 2 is WrestleMania. Night 1, the tag match, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defeating the Usos. That was peak storytelling. It was just like it was the build up, proper build up, nothing rushed. Everything was this moment, that moment, this moment, that moment, and then just Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns. You like 5 years before, you could never see that. But right here, right now, in 2023, with the Bloodline, it's just like that was it right there. And they had people so turned to think, oh, he's going to win this title. When we knew he wasn't. Yeah. But you couldn't tell that to any of the Canucks over there that was watching it. And shout out to Canadian people. You know, they're cool. And number one, it gotta be it gotta be Jey Uso pinning Roman Reigns. I'm sorry.
At
It's
Money in the Bank.
money in
Yeah.
because one, I think people forget Roman has a tag team pedigree with Seth Rollins because they had the title for a long time. Two, I think they underappreciate how much a prodigy Solo Sikoa is. Just going in and just being Roman's partner, and their chemistry for that, just for the tag team finisher that they had, was wild. The spike into the spear,
It's gifted. It's gifted. It's
and
gifted.
then you're going against one of the greatest tag teams of all time. At least if you want to put them, don't want to put them in top 5, top 10, the Usos.
Who's five better than the Usos?
The Hardys.
Okay.
The Dudleys.
Okay.
Edge and Christian.
Okay.
The Hart Foundation.
With Brett.
Brett and the Anvil. I mean, that's just my thing. But you don't have to include them. That's just me being biased. That's just me being biased. And then you gotta put the New Day up there. Honestly, you just have to put the New Day up there.
I feel like you don't get a great Usos if you don't have a great New Day as their rival. That Hell in a Cell match they had, like every match they've had when they were
any match they had is just like peak.
Yeah. Because I'll even put Guy Rest His Soul when it was like Luke Harper and what was his name?
Eric
Rowan. They had, people forget that match at Battleground, the pre-show match at Battleground, the best 2 out of 3 falls or whatever. Epic stuff. Like, you can't. I challenge you to go back and watch that match and still not be like, God, it's a good ass match. That's one of the Usos' best matches when they were faces. Like when they were like faces and they were doing when they were doing that shit with the shorts and whatever, and they had the towels and they had the spats on their boots and shit.
Yeah,
that's when they were like. That's when.
Hey, shout out to the Usos when they didn't have merch.
Yeah,
and then it was what was it? Something in the paint.
Yeah,
whatever. That was
go hard in the paint. That's
what hard in the paint.
That's when Waka was fired. Yeah,
so as their first merch.
Exactly. And they use like the Waka Flocka joint or whatever, and which is important because like their contribution to what they do for like tag team culture and like hip hop culture sometimes. Like we don't realize the Usos dance like they daddy. They do like the whole like pop lock thing or whatever. They kind of real, do a lot of shit, which I hate. But at the same token, don't get a Uso, you don't get a New Day. You know what I mean? Like you don't get the Uso penitentiary because they be still wearing the half face paint, long hair being twisted. You know what I'm saying? I think their development and their evolution makes them great. But I digress.
It's definitely a good story to watch for that. I know I didn't include any AEW stuff. They had some things, but you could say MJF in most of things because he's the flag bearer of the whole entire company at this point.
Yeah. But
WWE just hit on all cylinders.
I'm a big fan. I appreciate that. I appreciate that immensely. All right. Here we go. Best 2023 for me. For me, the best thing that happened in 2023, I have to do with night one WrestleMania. That's one of the best matches. With Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and just poetry, poetic, just the right amount of drama and the right amount of violence for all that to culminate into what happened. Like it was a beautiful thing. Great storytelling, long-term storytelling, which sometimes AEW lacks, but long-term storytelling was great. Swerve versus Hangman, just bruh, anytime, bruh. That's
one of the most glazed matches I ever heard of. They're just like glazing this match. I'm just like, relax,
bro. It's what, bro. Listen, look, between me and you, anytime you can hang somebody on a rope, in a match, I'm okay. I'm good. The dude, Swerve stapled himself. What are we doing right now? What are we? Where are we?
Listen. Without, if you take the drinking of the blood spot out, it would be better of a match. And the interference, like the nonsensical interference that didn't need to happen, which is okay. It's Prince Nana. It's fine. I get it. But we already had like if Hangman wasn't a specialty of the Texas Death Match, because he beat John Moxley in the Texas Death Match, and that was like supposed to be peak of that, and it's Swerve winning it. So Swerve has to go on the bigger and better things to that, not going to a blood feud, because you the blood feud has to be done at this point. If you love the match, it's fine. Not shitting on anybody who loves the match, but I heard like 6.5 stars in the match. Like,
okay, wait, whoa. Okay, first off, out of 5, 4, calm down. Everybody relax. It's not a 5-star match. Relax.
Uncle Dave's going to give it what he's going to give it. So,
all right, Uncle Dave is crazy. First off, Uncle Dave giving too many stars for that match is crazy. Third thing that I kind of really appreciated about this year overall, I really liked how both companies tried to branch out of the United States. Like, for example, you got Money in the Bank in London, you got Backlash in Puerto Rico, they had All In London. You know what I mean? And I think that is building a vast audience for such good products, because like I always say, AEW needs WWE like WWE needs AEW, because you need the competition. You need that because they compete with each other in a sense where they're like, we got to have a good show because we don't want them going this way or that way or whatever.
That word again, competition. That word again is,
well, they compete, they're okay. WWE being in business for over 50 plus years versus AEW being in business for 5 years, obviously, is a landslide of competition. It is not that thing, but they go in a space where they are competitive. Mm-hmm. But in terms of competition, it's hard to really say that AEW is a. All right, here we go. AEW people gonna be pissed off. AEW cannot compete with WWE in the sense of its actual landscape, the reach it has, and the model that it already has in the first place. Strictly put, because AEW has only been around for 5 years, and they still don't have a sort of consistency about them that says this is who we are. They don't have that.
There are well, okay. So the AEW that was 3 years ago is unrecognizable now.
Yeah.
So AEW is signing too many people. They're not nurturing the talent that they do have but they are nurtured Julia Hart phenomenally.
Yeah.
I get that. But that's one woman out of like 30.
Yeah.
You're treating Willow Nightingale like a joke. You're treating Athena like a joke. It's like, come on. Like, I'm just saying, Britt Baker's not. Hey, I guess the crowd getting what they want. They didn't want to see Britt Baker. You didn't see her all 2023.
No, you didn't see her for the rest of 2023.
Just came back, I guess. And then Ruby Soho's like not a thing. Timeless Tony Storm, they're trying to do this thing with her. It's going over. I don't get it personally, but Tony Storm was this and then that and then now this. I mean, if you watch the Sky Blue for her ass cheeks, congratulations. But like anybody else, I get it. So other than that, and then they bring a Riho back. It's been 5 years. They haven't got the women's division right yet. Well, WWE, WWE got Tiffany Stratton, and she can bear the torch for NXT. And then you got, I don't need to say it, Bianca Belair, Damage Control, Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch. Like, come on. We don't got to name the women's division in WWE.
Bro, the homie King K-Man just said, the cameraman when Sky Blue's in the ring goes crazy. He's always like, yeah.
Get that man a check. Get that man an upgrade.
What's that TikTok sound? I'm just going to take a couple pictures. And shit. Bro,
and you got Charlotte out for a whole year and it's not hurting you.
Yeah, but the thing about that is It's the way that WWE cultivates its talent. They knew when they had Bianca Belair that she was an athlete. They knew that. So they knew that they put her in certain spots. She started in the Mae Young Classic first. They didn't put her on NXT a lot. Then they let her wrestle for like a year just to get her feet wet. And then they let her go for a little while and let her develop her character and personality at that point. Tiffany Stratton had to go at the end of the Black and Gold era into the 2.0 era where she carried. She carried when it wasn't Mandy Rose or Gigi and Jason. Yep. So she had to be cultivated under that. And then people are still forgetting Gigi's still over there. So is JC Jane. They're both still over there. So they're good too at that point. Valkyrie's coming in. Then you also got other pieces with like other aspects of the women's division. But when you go to AEW, you have these great vets that you underutilize. You don't give enough time to because the booker is buddy with all the boys. He's one of the boys. He's not concerned about his business being scrutinized for underutilizing talent. You brought Chris Statlander back to beat Jade Cargill, and you barely let her wrestle. Like,
shout out to bandbooking.com.
Yeah.
But your man was best booker of 2022. He will not give up.
Bro, he was best booker of 2022 for the simple fact that he was able to book great matches and put matches together, but he can't run that. Like if you want Tony Khan to give you a great pay-per-view where it's just about wrestling, he can do that. He can do that all day. It's like I always say, it's just like playing WWE My GM 2K23 on very easy. You can make your first pay-per-view and make great matches. You can't do it for a year. Remember the first two pay-per-views from AEW? Fire. Untouchable, hot fire. You can't fuck with those first two pay-per-views from AEW because they're great matches. You go to like pay-per-view 3, pay-per-view 4, you're like, I don't know about that. I don't know about it. Because it has a drop-off. It has a drop-off.
Now it's just it's looking very WCW Nitro-ish.
Yeah.
If you look at Adam Copeland versus Christian, very Nitro ending-ish.
His name is Edge. Don't you ever do that. His name is Edge. I'm not calling that man.
I'm calling what he's called in AEW.
He's Edge. That's Edge. That's Christian.
He's Adam Copeland.
He is not Adam. No. He's not Adam Copeland.
I'm going on what the teleprompter tells me, so I am.
About that damn teleprompter can't tell me nothing about that.
Yeah, I'm anchor man when it comes to the teleprompter. You tell me it's Adam Copeland, I'm going to go Adam Copeland. I'm just saying.
That's your secret sauce. You got to read the teleprompter.
I got to read the teleprompter. It's there.
Okay. Go fuck yourself, San Diego. I get it. I'm
there. you got me with it once. They're not going to do it again.
Right. They got you with it. It's not gonna happen, bro. Look, bro. I love AEW. So don't get this criticism.
So I did this on my show, right? So I did a traditional. Not traditional. But I did a 10v10, right? Okay. 10 WWE stars, 10 AEW stars, and it cannot be. It has to be homegrown versus homegrown.
Okay.
Did you know how much I struggle to get 10 homegrown AEW stars?
Because if you're saying homegrown, are you saying first with AEW or are you saying first on the indies?
First on I mean, you don't have just don't be on WWE and then you can be fine.
In any shape, fashion, or form.
Yeah. So you get Ricky Starks, you get MJF, you get Jack Perry, you get Sammy Guevara, you get Darby. And then it starts to get murky a little bit.
So you can do Kenny Omega was he was in NXT but wasn't utilized. Does that count?
You get Kenny Omega, you can have the Kenny Omega. You can't get the Bucks. I mean, they were in full-fledged WWE Velocity type.
Yeah, they were on SmackDown and Velocity.
Yeah, so you can get Kenny. I don't give a fuck. Have Kenny. Okay.
So
it gets really murky after a while.
Because after a while, remember, there's some people that was like in FCW. Are we counting that too?
You could throw in Ricky Starks. Have Ricky Starks in there. You know what I mean? Throw that in the sauce home. And then it gets murky after a while.
Hold on, bro. Hold on one second. Is that my nephew?
That child.
It is my nephew.
Shout out to the kids.
Shout out to the kids in here. Shout out to my nephew.
I take love to kids.
I take love to kids. I take my children.
Pardon my tardiness, y'all. Pardon my tardiness. Forgive me.
I know you're on TV time. It's fine. You got a nice buffer.
Hold on a second. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. No Chill is here.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Shout out to you, sir, and everything you got going on.
Pardon my tardiness, man. Been fighting the stomach bug and wrestling with this one. So I'm here, y'all. I'm here. What I missed so far?
We just shooting the shit for the most part.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about anything of importance. Basically, we talked about the best of 2023. Blur gave his top 5 animes that we all should be watching. So thus far, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Shout out to the anime Negroes.
Okay.
Yes. Shout out to the Blurs and the anime Negroes.
Okay.
Navy Montel was just on the live for a little bit. He said what's up. Appreciate
shout
that.
out to Unc. Shout out to Unc.
Shout out to Big Unc. All right, here we go. No Chill with Phil. Please give us your top 23 things that happened this year in wrestling or in anime or in general, period. You got 3, and you got 3.
Top 23 things in wrestling.
Top things in the 2023. You only have 3.
Man. Cody Rhodes WrestleMania.
Okay.
Even though he took the L, that was a hell of a match, man. That was a hell of a match.
Okay.
That was a hell of a storyline. There's still so many ways, still so many things that they could do with that storyline. So I'm looking forward to that. No, baby.
Stop having your son make contracts over there with the big contracts.
All right. I don't know, bro. Cody coming back. What else?
Cody came back. Cody
not came back, but Cody WrestleMania. One of the things I'm on the fence about, CM Punk return to WWE. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's simple. It's Triple H running this shit.
No. And let's be clear.
Conspiracy theories, let's go.
Hold on. I have said on this very show that CM Punk is the wrestling Jesus Christ. That he came back, died, and came back for our wrestling sins when he showed up at AEW. And boy, did that blow up in my face.
Yeah.
Boy.
Shout out to Tony Khan being scared for his life.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Let's see. Number 2 would be the way they boo the hell out of Dominic. The way that, yes, Kingsman, wrestling sins. Yes, I said that CM Punk died for our wrestling sins. Died and came back for our wrestling sins. I sure did. His return to WWE, I'm like, You look at them old promos, they didn't age well. Son, they could see you. You're on camera. You want to come say hi? Other than that, if you want to say hey.
Do not do the intro.
Why?
Because you didn't even do the intro. Oh, no, bro, he can do the intro.
Don't stifle his shine. Do your intro, son.
What up? It's your boy, Phil Vitus Jr., the child support slayer, the all-heel wrestling voice of violence. We don't stuff Christian, and you know how we do.
First off,
give him a mic.
You can't
You want
say
Mike
he's
and let
the
him
child
cook?
support slayer. We've already told you this. You can't call him the child support slayer.
The
He's 13
child
years
support slayer is crazy.
I didn't call him the child support slayer. He called himself the child support slayer.
You didn't correct it and make it different either, Philip.
So what?
That's a
He's
whole
my
different-
son. He's a part of me. That boy.
No, my nephew is not the child support slayer, bro.
Right. I know. I'm
Who's
the
he
child support.
taking? But who's he taking the funds from? That's the question.
No, I'm the child support slayer. It's
Okay, gotcha.
Leave me alone.
Child support slayer junior is crazy.
That's wild.
That's real though. That's real though. My intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Phil Meyer Sr., a.k.a. Cat Knock It, the great one. No chill with Phil, the child support slayer, Mr. Butter Loving on your baby mama. That's what we do.
You added butter loving on your baby mama?
Don't worry about what I'm doing, Joe.
You added butter loving on your baby mama. Philip?
Yeah.
When we get off this episode, we're gonna talk.
Hey,
We're gonna talk.
why the masked devil dudes just win the ROH World Tag Titles?
Who?
The masked devil Negroes or whatever the fuck in the MJF storyline won the World ROH World Tag Titles just now.
Well, they had to find a way to get it off of MJF. They had to find a way, and that's the way they're gonna do it. But this is what I say about Tony Khan all the time. You don't understand. Like, it doesn't make sense. He can book you a great match.
Vacate the titles, bro. Like, come on.
But then you disappoint people that are like, actually, oh well, like I like the time. Like you disappoint somebody. Like it does. I'm not saying he's bad at booking. That's not what I'm saying. He is terrible with long-term storytelling that makes actual sense. He's not good at it. He's just not.
AEW as a whole has definitely slipped. It's definitely
because if they made it what they did 2 or 3 years ago, where it's about the wrestling and it stays about the wrestling, okay, cool. Then just stay about the wrestling. Don't deviate into something you're foreign with or whatever. I'm okay with you trying and failing, but trying and constantly botching over and over again with these storylines so they don't make sense.
Yeah.
We got to stop that.
Here, real quick, Joe. Number 2, I'd have to say highlights of 2023. The way they boo the shit out of Dominic Mysterio. That will always and forever be the funniest thing in the world to me. I know a couple people that have been to live events, and while they're at live events, when you watch it from home, you know, Dominic tries to talk and the boos, everything. They are not piping boos in. Like, people are genuinely, no, this is mine. This is mine.
Shout out to Don and the X-Pac heat he's getting right now. So
yeah, that heat is pretty dope. And I guess MJF's reign in AEW for 3, I guess. Just to have them in the conversation somewhere.
You don't even believe in that. You just said to say it.
I did. This is mine.
You don't even believe in that. All right.
I don't. I needed to complete something, so I'm okay with just saying something to finish.
Hey, he finished his story, so that's cool.
Oh, that's foul. What are you doing?
Right.
Why would you say that? That wasn't even necessary.
What?
All right, let's do something else. Toxic take of 2023.
Yeah.
Toxic take of 2023 for wrestling. Go. Anybody. I don't care. If none of you go, I'm going to go.
What?
No one's going to go? Okay, here we go.
All right, Seth goes into business for himself and takes the Austin Aries route when Punk beats him for the world title at WrestleMania. He's just going to get up and walk away. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's probably going to happen.
No! You think that's going to happen?
He's going to take the GTF and just get up and walk away, and they take the pin.
No sell. Like no sell on the GTF?
He's gonna sell it after the pin. He's just gonna get up and walk away. So it's just like,
if CM Punk wins the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, I'm gonna riot because that's the dumbest thing I've seen thus far. The way society is stupid. It's dumb.
I'm for it because I'm gonna be there to watch that happen because it's going to happen.
It's not going. It's not going.
Seth is not selling for Punk.
It's me thing for it to happen. That is the dumbest thing that could happen. The man has carried match after match of you just giving exactly what the people are saying. Oh, we want a consistent champion. He has done that, and then some.
Guess what?
I just
nobody gives it never gave a fuck. Listen, being a consistent champion, nobody gives a fuck about ever. That was never a thing.
I don't care.
That's the land of make believe.
If that man loses championship, we fucking riot. We riot.
He is. He'll lose the Punk. He's not gonna sell.
Seth, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Don't go with the guest. No. You know better.
No. And here's why. Here's why. All the hype and everything surrounding CM Punk. Punk is good for professional wrestling. Just Punk is not a good person for professional wrestling, if that makes sense. He's a draw. He's a damn good draw. But I agree with the guest on that. Like, I can see that happening.
I feel like when Punk got there, you might as well give them something to revel in. You might as well start the dream matches with Seth Rollins, the Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and just go down the line because you know he can't be your champion for a long period of time. You know this.
Nor will he be. He'll
his body can't listen. His body can't handle the torque. He did a match last night with Dominic Mysterio. I watched it, lasted 10 minutes, and it was a good match. Dominic sold. Dominic did his thing. The pace of that match was perfect because it's WWE style, which means it's slower, and it's more about the camera angles. Chef's kiss, perfect. Perfect match. Was the match good? But it was perfect. Huh?
Did you say self-kiss?
Chef's kiss. I said chef's kiss.
Bro, pause, bro. There's two dudes on here. Pause, bro. Pause, bro.
Not pause on the chef's kiss.
There will be no pause. I said chef's kiss, like in the kitchen.
He turned the ASMR on for that one.
Bro, did you see how he put on his Midnight Love voice? Like, bro, what you doing, bro?
He put on the Quiet Storm voice for that, John. Like, nah, you're wrong.
I need both of you to calm down and chill out right now.
I am calm, completely calm.
Pause. Like, bro.
This ain't the pause that.
Bro. Like, stop
There's
that.
no need for. There's literally no.
I didn't think it was a pause worthy, John, but you know, I'm just a guest. So I can't. You know,
the tone of his voice. I'm gonna need y'all. Nah.
Okay. All right. Number one. Moving on.
This ain't boys to men.
Can you stop?
So you're saying you pulled it from half court with the smooth voice? I got you.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying, bro?
Okay, at this point, we've lost control of the show now. So now you are focused on the wrong thing right now. I need to get back to CM Punk and Seth Rollins. First off, a pause-worthy moment is something that I specialize in. Pause. And I know when to put the pause. Yep. See, I know where to put the pause. I'm not crazy. Pause. And in any shape, fashion, or form, I am excellent at this pause thing. Pause. Put anywhere, okay? But after saying
what you mean put anywhere? Whoa.
That's why I said pause.
Whoa.
You
didn't say pause.
I just said pause.
Whoa. And my son is right here, bro. What you doing?
Your son just said he's the child support slayer and he's 13.
He's 12. But you the one talking about putting it in.
He's going on 13. You know, I'm not doing this with you.
That doesn't save you. I mean, shout out to save the kids' innocence. You know what I mean? Shout out to the kids. Everything they got going on.
What type of uncle are you, man? You not setting an example for your nephews, bro?
You literally let your 13-year-old son say he's a child support slayer.
Well,
he's about to be 13.
Well,
I'm a year off. He's about to be 13.
Well,
is he 12 and a half?
No, he's 12.
When's his birthday?
I'm not saying that in internet land, sir.
Okay, all right.
So what he's saying, if he's 12, he's an adolescent, which is crazy. But if he's 13, he's a teenager, which is not too far off. So just like, well, I'm just a guess. I'm just.
No, you know what, bro? And my bad. me and you didn't get a chance to properly introduce ourselves. How you doing, sir? Virtual
Shake my hand.
Are you
Virtual
air shaking his? Are you air shaking his hand right now?
That's
My
a show of respect. You gotta shake it.
Right, that's how you meet somebody properly, bro.
Right.
What's wrong with you?
You're
No,
air shaking his
my
hand.
problem
on
is
live.
my problem is with Joe. Joe sometimes does not think before he says stuff. So when he says stuff and does certain things, they are pause worthy. Now, we are all affluent African American males, good skin tone, strong jawline, and he's talking about just put it anywhere. Whoa, bro, that's pause. Then when I say pause, he grabs a microphone, puts it extremely close to his mouth, and then starts talking like Donnie Simpson on Midnight Love.
The AMSR
Donnie
mode
Simpson.
went into the ASMR bag you went into was kind of crazy, but you trying to get your point across.
Okay, let's correct this. Number one, Donnie Simpson was never on Midnight Love. That's messed up. You got that
You didn't
wrong.
let
As
me
a black
finish,
man, you should
sir.
know better.
You didn't let me finish.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Since everything's about you, go ahead.
No. I'm just
No,
saying.
go ahead.
I'm saying in your Black History moment, you just forgot that Donnie Simpson.
It's not
had nothing-
February.
You included Donnie Simpson, which is part of Black History, which is wild that you said he was part of Midnight Love when he wasn't. My point at the end of the day is this: CM Punk can't win the championship. You can't hold it for a long period of time. It'd be like The Rock holding the
Well,
championship.
wait, what does CM Punk have to do with Black History?
Because that's what we was talking about originally. I deviated from the point.
I don't get you sometimes, bro.
Yeah, I
Go
don't
ahead.
like talking to you sometimes. What's your toxic take of 2023, Philip?
No, I can actually speak now.
Yes, Philip. You can do now.
You know what, brother? Sometimes you just gotta rise above the negativity. You know what I'm saying?
Rise above the hate.
You're the negative one, though.
You're the negative.
How do you rise above? I'm not the negative one. You're just mad because you lost tribal court.
Why would I be mad at that?
Because you lost as a lawyer. Because you're a terrible lawyer.
Bro, you forget I'm 4-1.
You're not 4-1.
Bro, you still owe me 3 bottles.
Damn.
You lost that bet, Philip. When Roman Reigns beat Cody, that bet was nullified, Philip. You know that. Don't make me pull up the full episode.
Bailey versus Sasha. Rhea versus Charlotte.
I said Rhea.
No, you didn't.
Mm.
No,
yes,
you didn't.
I did.
No, you
Yes,
didn't.
I did.
Hey, if you say pull up the episode for that, you might as well pull up the episode for that.
Yeah, bro,
I'm
I'm
gonna
4-1.
Okay,
I'm
so
4-1.
here we go. Because I can't do it now because we're live.
No, look, I'm MJ. You're LeBron. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
One three-peated twice. The other one went 4 and 6 and never mind. I'm just a guess. Never mind.
But it's fine, bro. It's fine. It's fine.
One three-peated twice and never got to a game. Another one.
And you know what, bro?
This is how we're gonna start the podcast. So what we're doing right now is we're having a discussion. You don't want to do the MJ LeBron thing. You guys don't want the truth about that. We're not gonna do that at all.
We're not. And bro, I saw your red solo cup. You want to be the street prophet so bad right now, bro. Like it's you want to be.
I thought it goes well. The red on red on red. I thought it goes well.
You want to be a vice lord.
This guy.
And
a vice lord is crazy.
You want to be a vice lord so bad right now, bro.
Well, don't make me talk about your goddamn dojo karate kicking ass GD. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Facing this shit.
Yeah, you got a Tiger Showman, John, or what's going on?
Like, bro, you want to be a vice lord so bad. You want to be Bianca Belair's husband so bad right now.
You know karate and throw up GD. You're the weirdest motherfucker I've met in my life.
Throw up GD.
Don't do this shit. You're Cobra Kai kicking ass, gun slinging motherfucker. Stop talking to me right now. Do not talk to me
first,
right now.
Strike hard. Y'all see, I got.
Listen, it ain't no shame. You on Pyru and he's on Tiger Showman. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with either one of that. We can all get along. You know what I'm talking about? All right.
I think my biggest hot take for 2023, I think CM Punk. For 2023 going into 2024, I think CM Punk is going to be the biggest waste of time. Damn near close to the gobbledygooker.
That is Jesus.
You said it out
That's
loud.
that's like betting $1 and getting $1 million back on FanDuel.
You said it out loud.
Yeah,
You doubled that. You said it out loud too, Phil.
yeah, I did.
That's crazy.
I did. And I stand,
You know
bro.
what?
And you know, I stand on what I say, whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether y'all think I'm crazy as hell. Bro, I don't. Y'all saw his last few matches in AEW. You look at these boys in WWE, be it Seth, look at Randy Orton, who came back from double fusion back surgery. Look at him. Ain't missed a beat. 18 months, ain't missed a damn beat.
And can still take a bump.
Can still take a bump where he can come back in from surgery and not build up with jobbers and all local talent. No, get right back in the thick of it and look absolutely amazing. CM Punk looked like Undertaker at his at that match with him and Kane, with Undertaker and Kane versus Shawn Michaels and Triple H and DX when they was in that Crown Jewel match.
Oh man,
That was like Blood Money 2.
Yeah,
He don't look good, bro. He does not look good. We've seen those matches in AEW, all those botches, all those missed points. You think he could keep up with the likes of a Ricochet?
well, no, but I think the pace is
hold
down.
on. Let me finish. And not even that I'm a fan of his. You think he can keep up with a Logan Paul?
No.
You think that he could keep up with Dominic? They let that happen. And then you see it was an untelevised match. You really think he would do that with the likes of somebody like a Miz or a Gunther?
Okay. I always attribute it. I've said this
His
once.
biggest competition right now is Tozawa.
But Tozawa's
He's wilding right now.
You are
Exactly.
So when CM Punk takes Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 40, I don't want to hear none of this.
He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do that.
No,
He's not gonna do that.
when it happens, because there's a strong possibility it happens. It'll be the borderline likings of a Montreal Screwjob where everybody's like, "How the fuck y'all pull that?" Really?
Nope. He can't listen. CM Punk winning in Philadelphia is not going to benefit. The only way that it happens is that Damian cashes in on him. That's the only way it happens. Because Damian probably cashed that thing in on Seth at this point.
Punk's more beloved in Philly. Well, that's like his second home, if anything.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a moment, but I'm saying WWE has to be smart enough to understand that although their pace is slower, although they have wrestlers that can carry in terms of just the athletic ability of the match, not necessarily the wrestling, I don't think that they would want to put the title on him. They're going to make him earn that. I thought they have to make him earn that. Because if he wins a championship, what is he, a 5-time champion, 4-time champion, 5-time champion?
But just about, yeah.
Yeah. So that's Hall of Fame worthy. And then
the Crown Peach is crazy.
What you sipping, Joe?
Oh, sorry. Just fucked it up. Stella Rose. They got this.
Bro, you drinking wine on a show full of men, bro?
No, it's a tropical passion flavored brandy.
Whoa, did you just say passion?
That's what it says on the bottle.
Shout out to Drake.
Pause.
Bro,
Passion from miles away.
bro.
Pause.
Pause, bro.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for helping me with the pause. No, bro, but I don't think that you can't put the title on him for the reason you can't put him in matches with people who are better wrestlers than him at a fast pace rate. The reason why is because as the wrestler he is now, it's not beneficial and it's not going to work out for you in any shape, fashion, or form. It's going to be ugly and it's not going to be good.
So in who was the best wrestler he wrestled in AEW?
Say what?
In Punk's defense, who was the best wrestler he wrestled in AEW?
Probably MJF.
And he put on the classic.
Samoa Joe carried him.
Samoa Joe carried him.
I didn't say that. I just said the dog collar match with MJF. He carried him. That was a classic.
Yeah,
but
look at
but in
these
the
wrestlers carrying CM Punk.
like
No,
yeah, because
he carried MJF in the dog collar match.
not because now you got to think about it like this. The pacing of AEW is a fast-paced type match where it's very much so about the moments. With WWE, it's the storytelling, it's to be able to convey a point, it's to be able to captivate the audience, or whatever. You have a Seth, a Roman, AJ, Ricochet, hell, I'll put him in there, Logan, who can do that.
AJ.
But the problem is
AJ.
Yeah, I said AJ. The problem is that you want to see CM Punk cut a promo. You don't really want to watch.
The only person who would have an issue with the way CM Punk will wrestle in WWE is Daniel Bryan. That's it. And you're on the other side with a fucking eye patch on, looking weird, and giving fines out to your peers, looking weird. That's it. Nobody else would have a problem with the way you wrestle in WWE. It's a softer style. It's more entertainment. Unless you face Gunther, unless you face Chad Gable, unless you face Ricochet, unless you face Drew McIntyre, unless you face Sheamus, who will wrestle a harder style, which is more slaps, if anything. Or unless you wrestle Butch. Like,
I agree, but at the same token, it's like I think it does matter because it's like when your body can't, like if they keep CM Punk in a space where he's an anti-hero and then make him heel, okay, now you probably put the belt on him now because now his style is more dry, it's slow, it's methodical.
But it's worth it with Seth because Seth looks like a whiny bitch and just like. And Punk didn't do anything wrong. I'm just here to get a check. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. He said it from the beginning. Seth, you still have a problem. And Seth, you had a problem with your last 4 opponents. You had a problem with Cody. You had a problem with Riddle. You had a problem with, I don't know, the last person you faced for the title. I could be wrong, but I don't want to be wrong. And then you had a problem with Roman, which is kayfabe, which is fine.
That's
They put him over the top, and you think you should be over the top, but
see, Blur, I kind of disagree with you, respectfully.
On what aspect?
Seth been putting on some matches.
So before you finish, right, real quick. Seth has the only asterisk for Roman, and that's his sour grapes that he couldn't win the title off that asterisk. That's the one asterisk in Roman Reigns' run. Seth Rollins, right? Seth Rollins had an issue with Riddle. Seth Rollins had an issue with Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins now has an issue with CM Punk. And there was another person in there, but I'm forgetting it. It's a trend of Seth Rollins. That's all it is. Is it blurred? Is it blending in real life to sell a story, or is it just Seth Rollins being Seth Rollins?
Could be a little bit of
yeah.
Could be a little bit of both.
Yeah, because I'm not keen on saying that Seth Rollins is wrong.
Seth Rollins had 2 weird title runs. The first heel title run was not respected. He was a chicken shit heel. And then the weird one he had when he had the worst Hell in a Cell match ever with Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
You know, and then you have mid-card title runs that meant nothing really. Tag team title run. And then the Intercontinental title run. You had a WrestleMania match for it. That's fine. It's cool. But most of his title runs are forgettable. Then we get the one that actually means something to him, which is the World Heavyweight Championship.
I could dig that.
You're going to lose to Punk. Let's deal with it. There's nothing wrong with it. He's just facing reality in the mirror. It's just like, I'm going to lose this guy. Let me cut this Hangman promo on him and Raw. And just like, nobody's going to give a fuck in 2 months. You're going to lose the title, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
I think okay. So it was Logan Paul. Was that it?
He faced Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
Yep.
Good match,
Yeah.
but Logan Paul kind of did the. I wouldn't say he did the big carrying of that match, but it was a good match. It was a good match.
So this is my thing. This is my thing about this. Seth Rollins has a problem with CM Punk because CM Punk was talking cash shit, and that's just the fact of the matter of what it was. Seth Rollins had a problem with Cody because they were going back and forth about little personal shit, and then going back and forth about small little wrestling shit via Twitter. Okay, fine. The Logan Paul thing because Logan Paul was a little cocky asshole, which we all know,
and then the Riddle thing.
And then the Riddle thing was personal. I have no idea why it was so deeply personal and deeply personal.
Well, Riddle kind of talked about Becky losing weight or something along those lines. It wasn't necessarily Riddle, but somebody. I think Riddle's fiance at the time or wife at the time talking about Becky losing weight, but whatever, yada yada, and then streamed over to Matt Hardy Edge type territory. So.
Even then, the thing that I respect about Seth is he can still put on a good match. Seth is absolutely right. He deserves better. Roman, through 2011 to 2018, 19 was probably one of the most consistent. So was Seth. Seth's probably better matches in ring. He's probably more consistent than Roman was throughout that time period, and in regards to it, the evolution of what Seth has done, he's become, granted, there's asterisk by these characters, the Monday Night Messiah, which sounds eerily familiar to another character that he's angry with. Seth freaking Rollins, which actually is just the architect, which is actually, if you want to be honest.
Oh, yeah, the architect already had the Shield thing, so.
Yep. And then the rebuild, rebrand, regain,
Slayer,
whatever.
King Slayer.
Yeah, the Beast Slayer, King Slayer, all this. Okay, great, awesome. He's had to evolve in character to show his range. Roman Reigns has had to be the exact same person for like 9 years, except until he became back as a tribal chief, the God mode,
which
everything.
is boring as hell.
No, don't do
We're
that.
not doing that.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yes, we are.
We're not. No, we're not. We're not going there because
you're telling me that I can't express my truth.
I didn't say that. I didn't want to go in depth to how it's not going.
You being a Republican right now, Joe?
Can we say this real quick? Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns has identical paths, but people just accept Seth Rollins more for what he's done. They have the same trajectory. Hear me out. They had the same exact trajectory, but Seth Rollins is just catching fire 10 years later.
Okay.
He haven't caught fire like this in 10 years. We have
with that context, that's where him and Roman are similar because they're just now catching fire. With that context,
Seth Rollins has not catch fire in 10 years. He's just catching fire now with the cool. He's just catching fire 10 years later. All that shit beforehand was nonsense.
The Monday Night Messiah was copied out for CM Punk.
So we remember he had an eye for an eye match with Rey Mysterio. You like that, right?
It was okay.
Oh, you remember he teamed up with the? Remember he had the AOP as in with side people, right? Remember that? You like that, right?
Okay.
Remember he had Buddy Matthews. Remember he had a Buddy Matthews as his Messiah do the same thing CM Punk did 10 years before that with the Straight Edge Society. You like that, right?
Okay.
Just saying.
I already seen it. I already seen it. But like,
I wouldn't say he has the same trajectory as Roman.
You like corporate Seth Rollins, right? Oh, we've seen that with Randy Orton already. You like Kingslayer Seth Rollins. We've seen that with Randy Orton already. You like Beast Slayer Seth Rollins. Kind of seen that with Kurt Angle already. Kind of seen that with John Cena already. Kind of seen that with Triple H already.
Yeah.
Just saying. He's just getting hot. Roman Reigns has more downside and a fictional Seth Rollins upside. We see Roman downside a lot, and we shat on it a lot because he didn't have promo skills. He had boring matches. He had dog food thrown on him. He had random Money in Bank people cash in on like Sheamus. He won the world title on Raw by beating on Mr. McMahon, and I was live for that in Philly. He beat The Undertaker and said, "It's my yard now." It meant nothing. He main evented 5 WrestleManias in a row. It meant nothing. Roman Reigns is just getting hot.
Roman Reigns has been force-fed to us from...
You say that, but Seth Rollins was not force-fed to you? I'm just saying.
No, Seth Rollins is not force-fed to us. Because if Seth Rollins was force-fed to us the way that Roman was force-fed to us, this conversation is vastly different.
Seth Rollins was,
you know what, bro?
Seth Rollins was force-fed to you, but you don't see it because it was masked behind mid-card titles. It was masked behind tag team titles. It was masked behind other people that are better than him at that point.
My bad, Blur. Let me say something. It is not every day that me and Joe are on the same side of the tracks.
I'm just saying you gotta open your eyes and
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Hear me out. If I'm Ryu, Joe is Chung Li. If I'm Ken, if I'm Ken, Joe is Dowsing. If I'm Akuma, Joe is Balrog.
Balrog's fair.
If I'm Goku, Joe is Krillin.
No, I'm Vegeta. Fuck you, bro. You can kiss my ass. I'm Vegeta.
You can't mirror him. That's the issue.
If I'm Wolverine, Joe is Morph.
Wolverine, pull back.
If I'm Gambit,
this will be a good one.
If I'm Gambit, Joe is just the Cajun cook.
Land your plane, you effing jerk.
No, I'm talking shit. I get what you're saying, Blur. I get what you're saying. The constructs is there, yes. The constructs are definitely there. Roman Reigns was just and you may have a point, Joe. He legit may have a point with the similarities of Roman and Seth being force-fed. Just Seth was on a lower scale. Okay, that actually makes sense, right? Where you could see, where you look at every wrestler, they build up within the ranks, right? If y'all look at Rey Mysterio's career, right? Yeah. He would have been considered lightweight, featherweight champ, maybe U.S. Intercontinental title, but that was it. But then after a while, you start seeing him breaking those walls, and then he's in those main event matches with Brock and Great Khali and Mark Henry and blah, 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 right? It's the story arc progression. Roman Reigns was just at the top of the list for everything. And it's like, yo, what did he do? Oh, they're fighting Roman Reigns tonight. Roman Reigns was comparable to Teddy Long making everybody fight The Undertaker. Like, shit, what did I do to have to fight The Undertaker? I just said, damn, I got to fight him? Roman Reigns was interjecting into everything, bro, and it was kind of whack.
Roman Reigns.
And I'm sorry, one other thing. And they used his sickness.
As a marketing tool. I know that.
Sure as hell did.
Roman Reigns is the only wrestler in WWE to have multiple reset buttons. Oh, that ain't working.
And I get it. He's money. He's money. I can tell you why he's money.
The dog's food scene was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy as hell. I can tell you why Roman Reigns is money. He has Paul Heyman. Hold on, hear me out. That is the best thing that has happened to Roman Reigns.
And he talks less.
No, the best thing to ever happen to Roman Reigns is not have Vince write his scripts. Be yourself.
Roman Reigns, Joe Illinois was Defensive Player of the Year at ACC at Georgia Tech. Okay, which means he was a cocky, mean.
Who is Joe Illinois?
Joe Illinois is actually Roman Reigns' real name.
His real name is Roman Reigns, bro. Don't disrespect.
Shit.
Joe Illinois is the real name of Roman Reigns. Okay, and at this point,
motherfucker.
All right, you're back in.
Oh,
So they allowed him to be himself. Paul Heyman is probably the best reason why Roman Reigns is who he is.
That's what I just said.
Wait, I'm trying to give you your flowers. Stop being a jerk and listen. The thing about it is with Seth, I agree with you, Blair. They were like, don't forget about Seth Rollins too by having him fight for the U.S. title, by having him fight for the Intercontinental title, those type of things. But again, you got to remember, Seth had to be 8 or 9 different people in different eras. Roman Reigns had different chest protectors. Same promos. Something about beating somebody's ass. Something about being the big dog later on. Something about literally beating Brock Lesnar. Something about not wanting a part-time champion, which eerily sounds familiar.
Southern Succotash and
Suffering Succotash and all this shit. So what they did was they pushed Roman. They said Seth can wrestle. We can put him anywhere. So they just mimicked him and putting him in different areas and different stuff or whatever. But there was nothing really different about Roman. Like Roman won the IC title, which was weird. He won the US title, which was even more weird. And it was one of the things where it was like, well,
you took your US title run as a demotion.
Exactly. For doing the steroids thing. He was on steroids. They let him win the US title and the IC title. So I don't even know how that happened. And then with Seth was cooking for a while where he was like having great matches, and then we were behind him then because he was having great matches. But then all of a sudden we turned on him because it was like, all right, you're a little boring now, buddy. You're not evolving. You're not doing anything different for us. The reason why Seth is a big deal now is because he took the Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn route by putting O's in his music. The reason why Roman is a big deal now is because he copied the same formula as Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Just facts. That's what those things are. Oh, you didn't get that reference. Hollywood Hulk Hogan would go on Monday Night Nitro on a regular basis and wrestle every 6 weeks. Now, Roman Reigns saw that and said, I'm going to turn up to 1 million and just not wrestle at all. Be a total jerk to everybody. Have a whole backing of people that have to win championships for me and have okay matches. If you really think about this, the offense that Roman Reigns has is 5 moves of doom. Who else has 5 moves of doom? I'll tell you who else has 5 moves of doom. Hollywood, Hulk Hogan, and John Cena. That is Roman Reigns' whole offense. Does Roman Reigns cut promos? Not really.
I know I got super flack for this on TikTok, but Hulkamania leg job is better finisher than Stone Cold Stunner. I'm just saying.
I almost kicked you out of here, Blair. Don't do that shit. Okay?
I'm just saying. Listen,
that's a terrible move. It's a terrible leg drop.
From a watching standpoint, you kick 3/4 and a half jawbreaker. So that's what it is. That's what it is. 3/4 and a half jawbreaker, and then you go down. Right? There's a charge up. There's a this. There's a U. There's a there's a whole genre to this like.
Whose man's is this?
This is the worst.
What are we talking about? So you never watched Saturday Morning Wrestling and then Hulk Hogan?
Yes, I did, bro.
Yes,
I grew up on 80s baby.
From that era.
80s baby. 80s baby. Hulk Hogan.
So hold on. They healed you to 1, 2, 3. You Hulkamania, Hulk up, big boot, body slam, leg drop. Come on, dog.
Terrible.
You know that was it.
Terrible.
They got lazy and nasty at the end when you tried to do it to Goldberg twice, and then Goldberg kicked out of it, and then Kurt Hennig came out of nowhere, and then Karl Malone diamond cutted him, and then he got hit with the spear, jackhammer game. I know that. That's when Hulkamania died.
Big Boot will never be. Big Boot will never be bigger than the Stone Cold Stunner ever.
No, the Hulkamania leg drop is better than the Stunner from our
There's no way that's true. There's no way that's true.
You're not seeing the recipe of you just see the recipe of disaster from Harley and Hulk Hogan. You're not seeing it when he did that to Andre. We did that.
I am seeing it, but bro, if that's your recipe when you on the grill, I'm not eating.
Bro, that is crazy.
Oh, I was about to say something crazy. Pause. But back in the day, y'all was eating it up. Pause. Y'all was eating it up on Saturday morning card. You know what I mean? Wrestling. Saturday morning main event. Y'all was eating it up.
I got something for you, bro. I got something for you. Yeah, I can't this way. I can't allow you to leave.
Now I got route. That's crazy.
It was Root Stomps, lose Dance Press, all right? Get beat up for a little while. And I know her, boom, Stone Cold Stunner. That's what made the Stone Cold Stunner.
Don't forget he's stopping a mud hole in and walking it dry. Don't forget.
Yeah, the whole and then you take the Hulk Hogan leg drop. You got to go through all the semantics and dramatics of it all when you know what's going to happen because he's hulking up.
Was it epic? Hold on. Was it epic? Yes.
In the 80s, yes. Was
it epic? Absolutely.
Yes.
That Stunner was something special, bro.
That was something we hadn't.
The kick is more important than the Stunner.
Yes.
Because is the big boot more important than the leg drop?
It is more important because it's the setup of it all. Yes, it is. When Randy Orton does this shit, we know what's coming.
But you could. All right. So when he RKO Brock Lesnar out of nowhere, you could just get the RKO. When he RKO Hulk Hogan on a car, you could just get the RKO. When he RKO Evan Bourne, when he RKO Seth Rollins, you could just get the RKO part. You don't need the tune-up to it. The kick is more important than the Stunner because it sets up the Stunner. The kick is more important. And he said it. He said, "You don't,
bro. The big boot is the hold on, because you can't leg drop somebody standing up."
Hold on, Joe. Let me get him. Because you know what? It's funny you mentioned RKO, and y'all remember the famous catchphrase of RKO out of nowhere. Yo, the Stunner would come out of nowhere a couple different times.
When?
Yes, it needed the kick. But it was a lot of times you wasn't expecting.
It's not out of nowhere because
you wasn't expecting Stone Cold. You wasn't expecting Stone Cold to stun Linda McMahon. You wasn't expecting Stone Cold to stun
that motherfucking kick
after dropping that beer. You wasn't expecting Stone Cold to stun her the New Day after they was doing the hip shake.
But you know what I expect? The motherfucking kick before the Stunner. So I expected this shit.
Look, man. Let me break this down for you right now. The big boot.
That's blasphemy, bro. Bro, I'm not Catholic.
As a kick.
Hold on, Joe. Matters. I'm not Catholic. Joe, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to cut you up. I'm not Catholic, word, but you need to say 3 Hail Marys and 2 Lord's Prayers.
That is a toxic take, bro. That's a toxic
take, bro. I bet you be telling these hoes you love them too before you hit them.
Listen, I'm sticking with it. The Hulkamania leg drop is better than Stone Cold Stunner.
That is a wild take, bro.
Hold on. So you telling me you tell these hoes you love them too before you hit, right?
If I'm about to hit, there's no point in telling you love them. What are we talking about?
That's just gonna make the pudding. It's just gonna make the pudding a little bit more creamier than what it already is.
If the oven's on preheat, what's the point in telling you love them? The oven's on preheat.
That's pregnant women. That's pregnant women and big women. The oven is always on preheat. But when that oven get hot, and it's at 450.
You talking in the scene of when you about to when you got a nut in it, not next to it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know. He brought it up. I didn't bring nothing up.
You brought it up. Wait, hold on. You brought it up.
Here we go. All right.
So you said
it's Cross in the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast.
No.
These are the contributors to the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. Other KG, It Will, Old Man Logan, Joe Chill with Phil, and myself, Joe Freeline. Really appreciate.
No,
he told me to bust it in there next to. I didn't answer questions.
You don't want to be a part of this conversation right here. That you mute yourself. I am questioning Blurred right now.
That's
Don't
crazy.
question word about the we're talking wrestling right now.
Right,
We're live on
talking wrestling.
Instagram.
Shut your mouth.
And we're live on YouTube's.
This
We're
ain't my
live
show, so
on-
I can't. I mean, I'm just
Don't
like
worry
we
about
want to
it.
keep the show going right now. So what are you doing?
Bro, this is adult entertainment. This is adult entertainment. Everyone
It's
is
not meant to be this way, Philip. It's about wrestling.
right. And what you call what we be doing when we with our women's in the bed? Wrestling.
It's not okay. All right, and what we're gonna do is boom. All right, now look.
He got timed out again. That's crazy.
All right, now please follow us at Hot Take Wrestling on TikTok, Instagram. Follow us on Twitter at Wrestling Take, on YouTube at NMG TV Network. Again, these are the contributors of Hot Take Wrestling. Blurred, good gift for the you, please. Tell them where they can follow you, Blurred.
Oh man, you know, Blur Cartel follows on Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch. We're on there all the time. You know, we just ran a show before this. We did a food court draft. So, whoa. I got the middle finger, you know. I don't put the blur in me.
I wasn't directed towards you.
I'm just saying.
I'm sorry,
But
bro. That wasn't directed.
we got
I got
Friday.
something to say. You finish.
We got Friday Night this Friday, 8 p.m. If anybody wants to pull up and talk end of year wrestling stuff, you know, I'm gonna have some questions for you, just like, you know, what was the best finisher? What was the best submission? But stuff like that. What's the worst of it? So we're gonna get the worst of it also. Just you want to pull up, talk wrestling. I'm glad to be a part of this. Also, you know, follow us, follow you guys. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. All that jazz. You know, and then of course we're on Facebook, IG, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch, all that stuff. Friday Night Yours is on YouTube. You know, we'll be there Friday, 8 p.m. Talk some wrestling craziness.
Shouts out to King K-Man the first. Appreciate you, bro, for always locking in with us. Phil, you have 2 minutes.
No,
Go.
hell no. Who the fuck you talking to? I don't have 2 minutes. You don't dictate to me. You don't dictate to me. And if you take me off this video, woo! If you take me off this video, Joe.
Minute 30.
The minute 30. Joe. Don't do that. Ladies and gentlemen, I was talking to our esteemed guest, Blur. And I have some questions, and I also think the ladies have some questions. They want some clarification. They need this clarification. The brother got good glasses on. You can tell he goes to Lynx Crafters like
Jobs are America's best.
America's best. Hey, upper echelon worth of glasses. They want to know. They want to know. When you are pouring in the Bisquick, are you trying to make a pancake?
We're really doing this. We're really doing this. This is the question you asked. This is the you could have asked him several questions about his podcast.
Silence, Jehoshaphat, silence. Silence.
What? I mean,
I have
yeah.
my Tom Brokaw. Are you familiar with Tom Brokaw? Okay. I have my Tom Brokaw face on.
Okay, so we pour the Bisquick in, you only can make a pancake. You have to finish the objective. You gotta finish the job. You gotta I would try and do so if it's by my standards. So yeah. So you say that to say what?
Thank you. Which goes back to prove my point earlier. When you look at putting in the Bisquick, the objective is to make a pancake, correct?
That is the objective.
And your plane.
So you say that to say,
Joe, you don't tell me to land my plane. Pause. You shut your mouth. Joe wants me to land my plane because Joe has 12 kids.
I don't have 12 kids.
I myself have 6. That I know about. That I know.
With
That I am
double
aware.
digits. Fair enough.
But when it comes to hot take wrestling, we have hot take after dark.
We do not have hot take after dark.
Bro,
We don't have that.
wow. We have hot take after dark, and then we have hot take wrestling. And there have been a lot of female comments that have come in, and I was like, "Ooh, Blur gonna be on." Ooh, tell Blur. I said, "Hey, tell Blur what's up."
Shout out to them, anything they got.
She Talks Wrestling.
What?
She Talks Wrestling. Tell us hi. I'm saying hi back to her.
Yes, and then there's a couple females that want to know.
No, they don't. This is not a question that you.
I'm a man of the people, Joe Hosafat. You shut your mouth.
If these women want to know if I'm going to raw dog them, I'm going to have to decline. I'm not a sushi boy, you know. I don't know if that's where it was going. Are we beyond wrestling at this point? I don't know.
No, we're not. No. So, are you saved?
Am I saved by the Lord Jesus Christ?
Yes.
I'm not on that belief. You know, I'm on my own realm of thinking. So beyond the negress, era of religion that you or anybody else might be on, I'm not on that type time. So shout out to y'all.
But you do believe that there is a higher power, correct?
Yes, I'm agnostic. There is a higher power. It could be a turtle. It could be a woman. It could be somebody.
So in trusting in that higher power, then why do you use condoms?
Okay. All right. Okay.
No,
all right. All right. This is literally
no,
not what we're doing.
It's
like
wrestling.
We're not doing this.
We're
Hey,
talking
shout
about wrestling.
out to the Trojan boys. Shout out to the
We're talking about wrestling, Joe.
It's not wrestling.
Yes, it is.
It could be an under theme of wrestling. I wait for it to say you say that to say this, so it's still clues, there's still breadcrumbs, there's still something in between the line of thinking.
Breadcrumbs. Thank you.
He's laying the breadcrumbs down, so I'm gradually just trying to figure out where the end of the road goes. I don't know if there's a time limit. I don't want to intrude on the said time limit. It could be a part two.
It's cool. Joe wants to be a control freak. Joe wants to control everything that Hot Take does because Joe feels that he is the David Ruffin of Hot Take. He has said that. You are quoted
to say this.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Excuse me, Jehoshaphat. I'm talking to our guest. Can you please shut your mouth? We have footage of Jehoshaphat talking to me and Logan.
No, you don't, bro. You don't. You lost a case. You don't have that. You made that up. Stop saying you have that when you don't.
Blur, doesn't he seem pretty angry right now?
Yes,
he seems perturbed.
Because I am literally talking wrestling for the end of 2023.
Doesn't he seem like a
and you are literally making up things and asking our guests questions about his personal life. You are not asking him questions about anime, not about wrestling. You are asking him personal questions that no one asked.
I'm sorry.
No one asked that.
Blur, can I ask you a quick question? Blur, how old are you?
You may.
How old are you, sir?
I am 38.
And Blur, with you being a 38-year-old African-American male, if you didn't want to answer any of my questions, wouldn't you have deflected or just said, no, I'm cool?
I would have pleaded the fifth.
Exactly. So why is Jehoshaphat so adamant about us asking questions?
I think we're going.
This is a
podcast.
podcast.
You're just
correct?
trying to be nosy.
So
You're
to answer,
hold on. Why would I want to be nosy about his dick action?
So dick action is crazy. One,
Pause.
but
pause.
I think he's preferred.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Why would I want to be nosy about his dick action? These are questions that fans have asked me to ask him. So you shut your face.
Again, making that up because you are a compulsive liar.
I didn't read that from you being a compulsive liar.
I'm a compulsive liar, yet you have a nose ring.
What does that mean? All right. Okay. Thank you guys for watching Hot Take Wrestling.
Please ignore him. Blur, please finish what you were saying.
I think he's perturbed because we're going 90 to 30. we're on the off ramp. We're not going to our destination. The DPS is telling us to get back on track. We're casually denying the voice of that, and I think is why he's a little perturbed, aggravated, upset, frustrated, perturbed. The list can go on, but to answer that question.
Thank you, Blurred, for reading the room. Unlike someone who's been on this show for the past 7 seasons, who continues to ask personal questions not about the product, about what he does, not about anything that has to do with anime or gaming or anything of that nature. You are literally asking a member of Blurred Cartel his personal business.
I mean, Dick actually was crazy a little tiny bit, but figure we had the pause system ready to go. So
you have King K Man yelling "City Boy."
Right, because you are definitely a hater.
You proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself right now? You literally have King K Man yelling "City Boy." He's yelling "City Boy" right. Are you proud of yourself? Is this?
Joe, do you see yourself right now? Do you see yourself? Do you see how
I do? I can see myself. In the camera.
See how you're acting in front of company right now, Joe?
You got 2 minutes.
You don't dictate to me. You don't dictate to me, Joe.
It's dictate. Say it right the first time, goofball.
No, whoa, pause. He said dictates. Did you hear him?
Well,
all right. You have 1 minute.
He said dictates.
Okay. Thank you for watching.
You're losing your time casually.
You know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Blur Cartel. Did you get a chance to finish all of your shout outs and everything? Because apparently someone that's drinking out of a red Solo cup that wants to be a Vice Lord extremely bad.
I was drinking out of a beer, but shout out to the What It Sound Like podcast. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Shout out to the Honey and Cocoa podcast. It's Friday at 11:30 p.m. And shout out to Make It Make Sense Saturdays at 8 p.m. All under the Blur Cartel umbrella. Check them out and whatever they got going on. I appreciate y'all for having me on here and disclosing my wrestling hot takes or my sexual outtakes that do happen. That was brought up. So, I answered them.
I apologize.
The Bible says, "Be fruitful and multiply."
I apologize.
That's what the Bible says. So you should
remember my podcast. I appreciate you so much, Blur.
Whoa! Did you say your podcast? Did you say your podcast?
I said our, sir.
You said mine.
Philip.
There's that David Ruffin shit. But okay. Phillip.
If any one of you are able to pull the Friday Night Yurt and talk wrestling with us,
I'll be there. It's on TikTok, right?
And we'll StreamYard. It's on StreamYard, so same thing on here. So.
Just send me the link. I'm on there. First off, wise man, be wise.
Logan Will and KT.
He
said my.
I didn't say mine. All right. Be good, guys. Take care of yourselves.
Can I do my outro,
Happy New Year.
Can I do my outro?
Do your outro.
Are you sure I can do my outro, Joe?
Yes, do your outro. Go.
Forgive me, Blurred. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Phil Myers Sr., a.k.a. Can't Knock It, the Great One, the Child Support Slayer, the Bundle of Your Baby Mom. I am the wise man for Hot Take Wrestling, the voice of violence for all heel wrestling. And anything and everything you need me to be on a Friday night while you sing What Do the Lonely Do at Christmas. I would love to thank our guest right now, Blur Cartel, for taking time out of his very busy schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard, all of the shows that he is a part of on multiple different platforms. From this podcast to that podcast, this man is a hard-working man. I'd almost say he is the James Brown in the podcast world. The hardest working man in podcasts right now. He gets his glasses from America's Best Top of the Line. He has a scroll on his wall, which means he is legit about anime.
Shout out to Amazon Tapestry.
This brother right here has a white tee, which means he is also a part of them franchise boys lineage. Yep, in my white tee. And as I sit here and focus and look at his hat, his baseball hat, which has an African American logo on top of that hat. Char, please advertise that hat.
Shout out to blurred.com. You could get all your blurred merch from them. Blurred.com, blurred official on YouTube, and yeah, just blurred on Facebook. So gotta support the blurred.
Hi, she talks.
Yeah, man.
I want to thank you, my brother. I want to thank you in a way that maybe other people have not known to thank you with being such a blurred.
I appreciate it.
You make it cool to be a blurred. You are favorable. The blurred guys have smiled upon you. I'm just a
Negro in the nerd space. So we got to make it.
Blurred guys have smiled upon you. Hi, Ashley. But we gonna get back to you.
Don't say her name like that. Don't do that. Stop.
You shut your mouth. I'm sorry. The Blurred Cartel, which means tell me you are a part of a cartel of blurs. And in that cartel, in the book of Cartel Relations, that you are a bunch of people.
Whoa.
I think we got caught that.
Don't interrupt my sermon. Don't interrupt my sermon. You shut your mouth. Mute yourself.
Had a minute. We're an hour 36 into this shit.
I'm sorry, am I offending you with my props that I'm giving you?
It's pretty much worded affirmations right now. So,
thank you, Blurred.
I'm just answering this question.
Thank you, Blurred.
If there's a time limit, just
No, there's no time limit.
Oh, okay.
There's some people part of Hot Take that love to be a prima donna and think that the show is about them as opposed to our guests. And while you are here, Blurred, from your America's Best glasses to your white tee, passed down from the lineage of the franchise boys to the blurred hat to the scroll on the wall to the evenly painted walls in your background, the cartel blurred guys have smiled upon you. And we thank you for everything that you do for our culture. We thank you for everything that you do for our people.
Shout out to the people.
You a dark-skinned brother.
Shout out to the dark-skinned Negroes.
I am willing to call you the Marcus Garvey of the blurs.
Shout out to the pink and peanut boy.
I am willing to go out on that limb. You, sir, are the Marcus Garvey of blurs.
I'll accept it.
I'll accept that. I'll allow it.
It's not for you, Joe. You shut your mouth.
Shut your stupid face when you talk to me.
You shut your stupid face.
Stupid ass face.
You stupid ass face.
Your stupid ass face.
You a stupid ass face.
I hate it.
Blurred. You can tell people that eat Reese's Pieces Buttercups, and then you can tell people that eat Dollar Tree Reese's Pieces Buttercups.
I can tell who eats candy corn. Candy corn Negroes.
Exactly. You can tell people who eat Fruit Loops, and you can tell people that eat Fruit Rounds. You can tell the difference. Yes.
Shout out to the Fruit Round Negroes. If you go for it, would you go for it? Just saying.
Yes. Exactly. And as you see all this prima donna attitude, oh my God, I'm gonna. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Just saying, you put the welcome mat on there, cleaned it, vacuumed it, hung it out to dry in the scorched heat for 24 hours.
Absolutely.
So I set my foot on there that I had to take my shoes off of, and
absolutely. And again, I want to apologize for my tardiness upon the show. As you saw when I first came on, it was a bit hectic.
You're on CP time. It's fine. You have a family.
But just know, brother, I respect you. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for everything that you got going. Please follow Blurred Cartel on any and all social media platforms.
I told him. I told him once again: Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch, all that good stuff.
There you go. Again, my name is Phil Meyer Sr., a.k.a. Cat Knock, the Great One, the Child Support Slayer, the Butter Loving, your baby mama. Please follow me on any and all social media platforms: Facebook, IG, MySpace, Christian Mingle. On Christian Mingle, I am known as Deacon 'em Down. 69.
All right.
I wasn't done talking, Joe. Go ahead, Joe. Just go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
No, finish talking. Are you
Nope,
done talking?
I'm done.
No.
You ruined it. You obviously
are we
ruined
good?
it.
Are
I'm
we
done,
good?
Joe.
You're done. You're sure you're done? You sure?
Hi, Ashlyn. How you
You
doing?
sure you're don't start. Do not start that. Do not start that. Okay. All right, here we go. We are actually on Discord. Its username is HTWP Toxic. After letters. We do not have a room as of yet because we need to build a following for that, but we're going to, so it's going to be a thing. But again, it's right there, guys. In case you can see it, HTWP Toxic. We are on Discord. We're gonna build that up 2024. Start having like streams, having like matches up and everything, so everybody can watch them. Ashlyn will actually be on Hot Take Wrestling when she gets some free time. It'll be a nice time. We'll enjoy that thoroughly. King Cayman will be on here as well. We are going to build this. Blurred Cartel, one of the members of Blurred Cartel is here. We appreciate him so much. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Appreciate you guys liking, sharing. This was a great show. I really appreciate you guys so much. Again, if you guys need to follow us, please follow us at the following. Follow us on Instagram at Hot Take Wrestling, TikTok at Hot Take Wrestling, Wrestling Take on Twitter, Hot Take Wrestling Podcast on Twitch, at NMGTV Network on YouTube's. We appreciate you guys immensely. You guys, please take care of yourselves. Have a good evening. Be safe. Happy freaking New Year. Toast to you guys on the New Year. Toast to wrestling. Yes, you can.
This is for the ladies and the ladies only. Please remember, my couch pulls out. I don't.
I forgot that he says that. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves.